Ahoy everyone, welcome back to Arclay Overcast. Now, I have been on quite a Daymare kick lately, and I know there's been a lot of mixed feelings about the Daymare games, but I think that they're cool overall and a lot of fun to play. And if you don't know much about them, please feel free to watch my upcoming playthroughs of the games or just check them out for yourself and formulate your own opinion. Now, my Daymare adventure started back in 2017 when the developers, Invader Studios, came out with they released a playable demo called the Daymare 1998 Melted Man Challenge. And unfortunately, I didn't have the resources at the time to play this demo, but I repeatedly watched the playthrough Invader Studios put on their YouTube channel, link down below. And I'll tell you, back then, I was so bummed out about the progression of the modern Resident Evil games that when I saw this demo, it was just absolutely beautiful and incredible to me. And it actually brought back some hope and inspiration and reignited the passion for Resident Evil in me because it was the closest thing to real Resident Evil that I had seen since the original 90s games. It really contained the same essence and atmosphere of the classic Resident Evil games that I haven't felt in a game since early pre-RE4 Resident Evil games. The Daymare games have been out for quite a while, but I felt it on my heart that it's time for me to finally do my recorded playthroughs of them. And before I start with the actual games, I wanted to go back and revisit the Melted Man Challenge first and share it with you all, especially if you haven't seen it or haven't seen it in a while. I recently reached out to Invader Studios, who were totally awesome. They informed me that the Melted Man Challenge demo is no longer available, but they graciously allowed me to use their playthrough from their YouTube channel for me to do my own commentary for this video. So, grazie mille, Invader Studios. Now, let's get rocking with this. Take it all the way back to the start. It's back 2017. My dudes. Using that popular Unreal Engine. Right off the bat, if I walked off an elevator into that would be like a dream come true. Just feel this atmosphere here. Went down nice and easy. Got that Beretta, sweet Beretta from classic Resident Evil games. I don't notice if you walked in and see this poster here. Hold on, let me pause it. There's a poster there that was a homage or tribute, whatever, to the X-Files, which Invader Studios is really big into also. Now this says, "I'm leaving these few lines in hope that someone can find use for them. We have been confined in here for a few days. Those creatures never seem to get tired. They hunt us and block the only way into the building. There was not any other way out or but to barricade the door. Larry didn't make it. I would have never left him, even more so now that he is dead. But the rations are gone. The ventilation shaft in the boiler room is the only way to go find something useful. Unfortunately, the elevator seems stuck at the 4th floor, and there is no other way out. Going outside is not something I even want to think about. The shutter has no power. but I'm almost positive Larry kept a fuse somewhere in the garage. If you ever run into one of those things, I have no clue how to kill them, but we found a way to hurt them. I don't know why, but they seem to weaken when they get in contact with water. Good luck. I think we just took old Larry out. This thing was human. The key useful for opening small locks. See, I love how you can go up and examine things just like in the classic games. The NBA Finals 1998 poster. Oh, maybe that's Larry right there laying in the corner. You used the locker key. And you picked up a fuse. See that quick turn? Yeah. See, just in that little room alone, right there was just so Resident Evil. So much just in that one little room. So that way, the way is shut. Look at this atmosphere out here. Doors 98 instead of Windows 98. Oh, I love this atmosphere, these environments here. Picked up some 9mm ammo that just happened to be laying out. Look at, just feel the Raccoon City-ness of this scene right here. It's really incredible. Short, sweet, and to the point with that one. Boom! There's the melted man. Oh, that hurt. Some pretty hardcore first aid. Look how gnarly he looks. Oh, I love it. Got some water barrels. There's a hole to that door. Atmosphere is amazing, music is amazing, zombies, the melted man, just so incredibly classic Resident Evil vibes. coming early 17. That was so the demo was on Kickstarter, but like I said back then, I didn't have the resources to get a hold of it. But these parts here, like outside, this garage is not, but the outside area, the part that looks like Raccoon City, this area, and then the area at the end where it showed Agent Raven, those are actually incorporated into the final game, the released game that we do get to play. But it's absolutely amazing in my eyes. Still gives me chills to watch it. Sorry for talking so much, but I like talking about this and I really want to share it with you. So the actual Daymare 1998 didn't release until 2019, and unfortunately it wasn't exactly like this. It wasn't exactly like the demo. It did have some changes. There was some weirdness and awkward dialogue / acting, but I still thought it was cool, and I really appreciate what Invader Studios was trying to do with this whole project. The prequel, Daymare 1994, it just came out in 2023. It significantly improved where Daymare 1998 was having those particular issues. It still has some awkwardness, but it overall, in my opinion, a lot better. Both the games are just full of fun little Easter eggs and references to all the great sci-fi and horror films and games of the 80s and 90s, which for me, being quite the nostalgic individual, is absolutely amazing and fun and exciting. I love that aspect of these games. And Invader Studios, full-on respect to those guys. They have a pretty awesome story about their journey leading up to developing Daymare 1998, which is on their website if anyone's interested. They're a group of Italian friends with a deep passion for Resident Evil. And I mean, I share that passion. I know how it is, and I think it's really awesome in itself how Resident Evil tends to inspire its passionate fans to create in so many different ways. These guys took action with their Resident Evil inspiration and began development on a Resident Evil 2 remake video game, but Capcom found out and gave it a big as they were working, as Capcom was working on the actual Resident Evil 2 remake that we got. But Capcom was actually very cool and supportive of Invader Studios and did some really rad stuff for them. Then afterward, Daymare 1998 came to be. And even if you don't like the Daymare games, consider the idea, the passion, the inspiration behind it, that Invader Studios are actual passionate Resident Evil fans like us who succeeded in creating something from their inspiration, much like the fantastic musicians, short filmmakers, content creators, etc., who all create Resident Evil inspired work. And that's just awesome to me. So thank you again, Invader Studios. Thanks to all my family, friends, my subscribers, viewers, supporters. I thank God for you. I love you all. Please join me in the near future for my playthroughs of Daymare 1998, then Daymare 1994. I'll see you then. Bye.